Well, I have had a few requests about how to do this thing called, well, I think some people think it sounds spooky, but raising your level of consciousness. So I'm going to keep this at 5 minutes. So when I first started dabbling in it, of course you get into meditation first, meditation is great because it's one of the key first steps that you take to raising your consciousness. So some of the perfect places I found to meditate is in the shower, but preferably you need a shower that has no outside ambient light. That way you can close your eyes in the shower, and then even if you open your eyes in the shower, it's completely dark. So if you have a gap at the bottom of your bathroom door, you can stick towels in it so the light doesn't come in through it. Make sure all the LEDs are off in the shower. Like for instance, I've got a shaver or a couple of the LED lights that are in the bathroom that I'll duct tape over to make sure that there's no extra light, because photons actually are distracting, because it's your brain is processing it to try to get a location fix of where you are. So your brain is a calculator. So you want to stop calculating. You want to shut off the calculating part of your brain, and you want to open up the subconscious and your soul, which is the key to the soul. So also you can also lay down in a bath, like a nice warm bath. And I had a great experience a few weeks back where I laid down in the bath, and unless my soul just left my body. It was an incredible feeling. You get to the point where you can achieve these things all the time. I believe that, well, I just not just believe, but I know that the astral plane that you hear people talk about in yoga a lot, and when people do DMT and things of that nature, the astral plane is actually artificial as well. So not only is all this artificial, not only is all our reality on planet Earth artificial, it's a hologram, or what's called a simulation. And I've said this before, you can look this up, called the holographic principle. So even the astral plane is a projection or a holding plane or a stasis field. As same as with heaven and hell. So like the CIA has done thousands of, over hundreds of thousands, I would probably say into the millions of studies of the afterlife. And they have detailed holograms and videos of this, that whenever what we think of die, and where we go next is actually a projection from the same hologram. The soul does not leave the earth, because Earth is a prison planet. So since space-time or all around us is a hologram, your soul can't even leave the planet. And that's what makes Earth very, very unique and a slave planet, is that most souls come and go from different planets in the universe. Earth is very unique, that the souls stay trapped inside of Earth's atmosphere, or inside of Earth's space-time hologram or simulation. So it's the perfect slave contraption or mechanism, because it's constantly just reincarnating souls back and forth. And the thing about it, if you're a soul and you've been reincarnated and you're put back into a fetus, you come back and tell the masses that, hey, wait a minute, you guys don't understand. This is some fuck shit right here. This shit isn't even real. We're fighting amongst ourselves over really trivial things such as race, religion, or politics, or nationality, or a place of origin, and we shouldn't be doing this. That's why it's the perfect slave mentality or slave program, because it's virtually undetectable. So these type of things can really help. I would say that the most important thing is to make sure that it's all about equality in your head. Like this term equality and consciousness, these aren't liberal terms. These are universal terms to understand that each soul inside of any being, have it be a human being, we're based off of what? Mainly primate DNA, but our DNA is cut with 12 different species of extraterrestrials, or what I would call extraterrestrials, just for the sake of conversation, simplicity. So it's almost to say that once you have the baseline to realize that there's nothing that you have in your possession, there's nothing that you're wearing, there's no school that you went to, there's nothing that you have beside your name, there's no woman that you're dating, or there's no man that you're dating. There's no experience that you've experienced. Let's say you've been to Mount Everest. Let's say you've been to Fiji. Let's say that you've been globetrotting and seen all these places, and that other people haven't seen. It doesn't make you any better than anybody else, and it's such a drastic, and it's something that we're not capable of really grasping, because we have this flawed mentality that, and especially something that's permeated social media and media in general, is we have this concept of the mentor, which is probably one of the most destructive things that is ripping through reality right now. Because what most mentors do, especially you have people that are basically just professional mentors. So you'll notice that these mentors are very, very usually well kept. They just look dynamite all the time. They typically have really nice houses, really nice cars, beautiful wives, beautiful husbands, beautiful kids, and some type of achievement that has given them some type of monetary success. So what they're doing, they don't even know they're doing it. Some do. But they're presenting themselves as if they're on another level than you. Like they've been there and achieved something before you've achieved it. So it's almost like waving a carrot in front of a donkey almost. So between that, or the master apprentice relationship, or the preacher pulpit relationship, even the rabbi Jew relationship, or the imam Muslim relationship, these are like actually counterproductive things that we have bought into in society because we're constantly learning something. It's a constant learning process. Like we're constantly humbling ourselves in front of somebody that knows more. So in the future, you'll see that change. You'll see that that instead of people called teachers, they're guides. They're learning together with you. Otherwise, there's no else in learning, because the mentor knows more than you, and you're psychologically inclined to understand that they're above you and they're getting fulfillment out of it, because either they're getting they're getting money from you, or they're just getting the credit for it. Why don't they do it for free? Why call yourself a mentor? Why not call yourself friend? Which is a pretty interesting concept, no? With this type of level of raising your consciousness, what you'll notice is distractions. Have it be the noise, like right now there's an airplane flying over. LaGuardia's flight passed right over my head. So the distractions are what you'll notice have been going on all your life. Like there's nothing that you can really do to stop it other than really, really zoning out and making sure that you are able to at least tone everything else down and at least find your private place where you could, achieve level of, or achieve this level, achieve higher levels of consciousness. But I believe you can do it. And you can reach out to me, preferably by email. You can reach out to me at spacetimemanhattan@gmail.com. And I believe in you, and try it. Just try it, and try it consistently. Also, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you ground your feet on soil. With your take your socks off, be barefooted, put your feet on the soil, and then you'll see your system charge. You'll feel your system charge. It's a very, very slight sensation, but when you're standing barefooted on the ground and you're just standing there looking up at the sky, or with your eyes closed, looking at the clouds, or looking in the darkness, you'll notice a higher level of communication. And that's all I want to say. Maybe I'll cover that later on. And you'll truly be free. You don't need a middle person or anything like that, or any type of formal introduction into meditation. And that's one of the beautiful things about it, achieving levels of consciousness, is there's no middleman. The middleman is called religion, and you don't need that. Not to say that you're still not going to be a Muslim. Like, I'm Jewish. Like for instance, I'm looking at my menorah right now. I have the most ghetto menorah in the world. You guys should see it. But wow, 11 minutes, going into 12 minutes. Sorry to go over, but I hope you appreciate this, and hope you can apply it. And I hope that you guys have your this coming New Year. I don't really like to do holidays because it's like, all we do is look forward to these days to where everybody's nice to each other and grease each other to give blessings for the rest of the year. It's so stupid if you think about it. It's the same with the weekend, how we all look forward to this one day of the week or 2 days of the week where we're not working or we're not doing this and that. And then we worship these other 2 days, and then Monday's the most abysmal day, and then whatever. So, and it's the same with the concept of a vacation, which I think is interesting because most people come back from vacations more tired than they were when they went into the vacation, because a vacation is not truly a vacation. Let's say you work, work like a dog, all six months, so you can save up, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to take you and your beautiful wife and kids, or your beautiful husband and kids out to a vacation, and all you are stressed out. And technically, let's be real, most people on vacations get in fights the most, people getting killed on vacations, because they're too busy competing with the next family to make sure they get the bigger fish plate, to make sure everybody gets better. People go on vacations with anger because it's all about ego, because they want to have things nicer than everybody else. And they see people with nice cars. They see people going into the nicer hotel rooms. They're seeing people in casinos and things like that, that are spending more money. So they just feel subjugated. A vacation is one of the worst things you can possibly do, because every day should be a vacation, right? Think about that. Love you guys.